Happy New Year, my friends. Eugenia here, the founder of Unlox'U, the eating psychology clinic. Weight loss. Maybe you've been pursuing weight loss for a long time. Maybe weight loss has even become your lifetime project that you do automatically. It's just something that you do, like you brush your teeth, like you drink water, or like you even just eat food. It's just something that you do. Weight loss is one of those things in today's society where external cues, external validation seems to be so important, where women get judged and almost like valued based on their external looks. And our appearance, also our weight or shape or size, seems to be quite a big pressure for a lot of women. And that leads to ongoing and constant desire for being small and being thin. When women join our programs and want weight loss, we go on a journey of self-discovery. Why do we do that? Because quite often, if not all the time, when someone wants weight loss, there is actually a deeper desire what they want to get out of it, what they believe will happen when they lose weight. Sometimes it's having less pain in joints. Sometimes it's being able to be fitter and stronger. Sometimes it's being able to walk up the stairs without being puffed. Sometimes it's things like I want to fit into my favorite clothes again, or I want to be able to go to the beach and spend time with my family there. So everyone has different reasons why they want to lose weight. Also, when we are going on that self-discovery journey with our clients, we also want to understand what was the reason they gained weight in the first place. Maybe they have an unhealthy relationship with food. Maybe they are craving food. Maybe they're constantly thinking about it and worrying and stressing, when am I going to eat again next time, while they're actually eating their meal. Sometimes they binge eat up to 3 times a week, and even sometimes many times a day. So when someone wants weight loss, it's not just only about weight loss. In fact, we think we desire weight loss. Most of the time it's really not, because weight loss is not really exciting. What is exciting is what we think we're gonna get out of it: being confident, being alive, being fit, being strong, being sexy, being able to fit into our favorite clothes. That is what we really want. So to be able to pursue weight loss, that's something that we need to focus on. What is it that I really want and desire? There should be a strong why. And being really honest with ourselves. What is it that I'm prepared to do? And what I mean by prepared to do, I will ask you that question. When I talk to women and they tell me when I was my thinnest, when I was my lightest, and I always ask them, what did you need to do to get there? What did it require you to do to lose all that weight? Are you prepared to do that again? Do you want to live like that again? And very often, very often, if not 95% of the time, women tell me, no. What I did back then, I skipped meals, I exercised 6 times a week, I was always scared of food. I didn't go and socialize with friends. I no longer want that. And this is something that we need to really identify for ourselves. What is it that I want to do in my life? Either answer is fine. If you want to do that, if this is something that you want, there are people who really go to the gym 6 times a week and they eat broccoli and chicken and cauliflower or rice, and they are okay because that's where they are in their season, in their phase in their lives. But we go through different seasons, we go through different phases in our lives. Sometimes we're okay doing that. Other times, maybe now you have family, maybe now you have children, maybe you have now a full-time job and have to juggle so many things that this is just no longer your priority, or you're just no longer able to do what you did back then. But this is what you had to do to get to the leanest, to get to the smallest weight you've been. I know personally, I still have to sometimes ask myself when I start reminiscing maybe about certain clothes that I used to be able to wear. I always ask myself, what is it that I had to do back then to be able to fit into those clothes? Am I able to do that again? My personal answer always, 100% to myself is no. What I had to do back then, I will not do that again. I won't do that again. Be honest with yourself. What is it that you can and want to do? That is one thing. That is just something that we have to look into. Then also, what is your real desire for weight loss? When I ask women why they want to do weight loss or why they want to lose weight, I get them to write down a list of 30 bullet points, what they want to get out of it. So let's say the sentence would start with, when I lose weight, I will. And then they give me 30 bullet points. And then I ask them to circle what they can do now out of all those things. And you will be surprised how many things they can do now without waiting for weight loss, without waiting for their life to happen. Instead, they can start living their lives now. And that's the beautiful thing. We think we can't live our lives. We think we can't do certain things, but a lot of the things we can. Now, if you have an argument, for example, well, I really want to lose weight because I want to be fitter, and right now I just can't do that. I have too much weight on my knees, on my joints, and I'm in pain. I am not against weight loss. Please don't, and I will get to a point of more sort of in more detail what we do and how we do that. I'm not arguing that, but also in terms of losing weight, to be able to be fitter, let's start building our fitness now without waiting for weight loss. Because maybe, unless you have really sore knees, there is a way you can start building your fitness now. You can go for a swim. You can go on a bike. If you're okay walking, you can go walking, so increasing your distance or even the speed. You can do some, depending on your situation, your health, your mobility and flexibility. You can do yoga, you can do Pilates, you can do static body weight exercises. So static, what I mean is you're not jumping. I don't suggest to jump when you don't have a strong core or your body is not quite strong yet. You can do static, so you sit down into a squat and just stay there, right? Or you can put up a chair and just sit back onto the chair and then get up. Sit back and get up. So there are very much gentle ways to actually start building your fitness without waiting for weight loss. And in fact, in order to lose weight, this is something that I tell my clients as an example to understand how it works. Think about a hike or a tramp, as we say it in New Zealand. Think about a mountain. You want to go on a hike on a mountain, but you're not fit yet. Your goal is to be able to be on top of that mountain. Now let's think, what is it that we need to put in place in order to be able to even get there? We need to start building our fitness. We need to start building our strength. That's the first thing, right? Then at some point when you're ready, you need to then think, what is it that I need to organize or prepare for that hike? What gear do I need to take? You start preparing maybe food if it's a multi-day hike, right? So there are certain things that you need to put in place before you even start walking. And even when you start walking, when you get to that, let's say mountain, to the bottom of the mountain, what do we need to do? Walk. It's the walking that will get you there. It's that almost like it's not possible not to get there if you start walking, if you start doing the things. How does it relate to weight loss? Before I start a weight loss program with my clients, we first need to prepare all the things before we even can get started with weight loss. We need to look into their mindset. We need to look into their stores, their beliefs. If they don't believe that they can do that, they won't be able to do that. We need to start looking into their relationship with food. If they're overeating, binge eating, they're not eating well, we need to sort that out first. So first and foremost, we need to look into their habits. What are the current habits that are maybe blocking them to achieve that weight loss? Yeah, so there are a few things we first need to get that sorted. And only then, when I feel they have really great habits, they're eating really well, they are moving their bodies, they have everything they need to now succeed to start walking to get to that mountain. So I prepare them to get then only then to that journey on actually to start walking. When they're ready, then after a certain period of time, everyone is different, only then we then go on a weight loss journey. That's where we start looking into how to make smart choices to bring their calories to a point where it will need to be calorie deficit, right? To be able for them to start losing weight. But before that, we also need to prepare their body to start using our own fat, body fat, as a resource rather than rely on food and glucose to always use that as a resource for energy. Because when we start using our body fat as that resource, we're able to go much, much longer without food, without being hungry, without starving, and it's much more efficient at burning fat. Yeah, and we need to look into our hormones, gut bacteria, habits, emotional management, binge eating, our patterns, our routines. There are so many things. In fact, I talk about 13 elements that are the contributors, the underlying elements of having a healthy relationship with food and also being able to transform our eating and our weight as well. I hope this helps for you to understand maybe where you can improve, where you can do things differently, what you can do differently. So you can start looking, where are you maybe not doing it quite right? Are you focusing on being on top of the mountain without even having prepared yourself? If you are focusing on weight loss but you're still overeating, if you are binge eating, if you are restricting and then going from one extreme into another, that is not the healthy way. If you are something that I see so many times, maybe trying to skip meals but then tend to binge or overeat in the afternoon and nighttime or evening, there are those certain things that we need to start putting in place first. We need to sort that out, and only then we can look into your weight loss. So there are a few things that we need to look into. I hope this helps to give you some food for thought and also be able to get started on your journey this year. If you would like to have some support and help, send us a message and we will discuss in a free conversation with you how we can help, how we can support you on your journey to achieve your goals based on a mind plan and not a diet plan. Have a beautiful week ahead and a beautiful weekend, and we will talk soon again. Bye.